Saints, let me make it perfectly clear why I keep posting videos in regards to this Jezebel of a religious diva, each time she has one taken down. It is for the sake of that one soul out there who has come under her seducing spirit and is deceived. As the children of God, we are to reprove the unfruitful works of darkness, that they may be exposed by the light. So here we go yet again in our effort to warn the brethren and expose the works of darkness that are behind amightywind.com and its chief diva. I give this diva and her chief devotee, whom I will call Igor, triple A for their persistence. Saints, this is really so sad, because the only one the children of God ever need to stand in defense of is Jesus Christ himself and his written truth. These people are so willingly deceived that it is pitiful. They do not know God, nor do they understand the true nature and character of Jesus Christ, and they prove that by their very actions. Although this religious diva claims not to have a YouTube channel, her Canadian devotee, Yah's servant, Igor, does, and it's called amightywind.com, where he evidently sits in his little room and monitors every video that is put up that exposes his diva idol. As I am sure does a female devotee who also has a YouTube channel, Daughter of Yah 22. This doozy of a diva from down under sure knows how to weave a spell over her disciples and manage to get them to do her bidding. amightywind.com. Did you know, saints, that God has a great sense of humor? Did you know that he laughs at the wicked? It is written, behold, they belch out with their mouth, swords are in their lips, for who, say they, doth hear? But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them, thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Saints, many of you have witnessed this particular religious diva as she has frantically worked to keep the truth about herself hidden from view, by continually complaining to YouTube about my and others' videos exposing her. She is allowing herself to be a perfect example of a child of darkness who is afraid to have her evil deeds exposed to the light. Her spirit is easily discerned by the children of light. Seemingly unbeknownst to this woman, God is allowing us to see the spirit that truly moves and motivates her as she and her devotees come against the children of God, and all in his name. This particular religious diva has a great love of titles, all of which can be seen by the public on her website as they surf through it. She claims many angelic visitations and also claims unashamedly to speak for God himself. This doozy of a religious diva has a New Zealand mailing address posted publicly on her website, where a friend states under blank unplugged that she has a Midwest accent. So who knows where she's from, or where she's living, or who really cares? Navigating her website is like entering the world of a sorcerer or a palm reader. That is the spirit I and others have discerned there. The spirit that is attacking the true children of God is surely of Satan, who hates having his ministers exposed. This Jezebel tells people to email her if they want to know how to be accounted worthy. Incidentally, I gave her the title of Jezebel because she, like the original Jezebel, hates the true prophets of God and seeks to silence them. This religious diva is yet another divorced diva, whose second husband has the title of apostle also. Her ministry has very strong messianic undertones, as can be seen by visiting Igor's YouTube channel, where this diva's photo can be plainly seen. Evidently, Jezebel travels the globe and the internet gathering followers. Igor proselytizes for her and fervently defends his idol by cursing dissenters and threatening those who dare speak against her. On a trip to South Africa in 2006, according to her website, Jezebel and her husband claim to have had an encounter with the Archangel Michael. And she also claims that another angel even called her Mom. Incidentally, Mom is a title reserved for royalty. It is how one addresses the Queen of England once past the introductory term, Your Majesty. So although Reverend Jezebel speaks of her great humility in her testimony, her own words and actions betray her. Reverend Jezebel herself is known for attacks and threats against those who dare speak against her. I have encountered several who have suffered her wrath, now including myself. This woman, like all religious divas it seems, has an ego the size of Mount Rushmore. Unlike Jesus, Yeshua, who she claims to speak with personally, who opened not his mouth to his accusers, comes after those who she perceives as her accusers, bearing all the fruit of an unholy spirit. She thinks more highly of herself than she ought. If you are following this woman who has a seducing spirit, flee from her, unless you wish to receive of her judgment. She is not coming against the children of God. She is coming against God himself, and he shall recompense her ways upon her own head. It is written, Now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron. This particular religious diva's conscience appears to be seared to God, because she is deceived and does not obey his commandments. Saints, it is better to suffer the wrath of this Jezebel, who hates the true prophets of God and desires to kill them, than God's, for it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. It is written, For we know him that hath said, Vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. I'm sure this religious diva will complain again, so while this video is up, please join me in prayer for her soul. She, according to her own words on her website, has suffered much abuse in this life, but she, in her ignorance, hates and is angry with the wrong people. Religious Divas Part 4 revised and minus this religious diva will be posted in the next few days or weeks, God willing. Thank you for bearing with me, saints, and thank you for all your prayers for this woman, her followers, and myself. My prayer is that what this woman and her followers intended for evil will, by the grace and mercy of God, be turned for good, for his glory. If you would like to read the threatening email message I received through YouTube from the diva herself, message me and I will send it to you.